We did it. You know that feeling when you're so glad you made the decision to do something? This was one of those moments. Felt so good, and man, the views up there did not disappoint.
We had reached the summit. We took the heights to the next level and sent up the drone. It was then that we realised what all the hype was about.
Welcome to another episode. This time we continue to travel with our buddies from Fitzgerald River National Park and head over to Bremer Bay before going our own ways, where we then continue on to the beautiful Porongurup and Stirling Ranges National Parks just north of Albany. Bremer Bay is a quiet, isolated and beautiful holiday and fishing village on the southern coast of the Fitzgerald River National Park, edged by the Great Southern Ocean. It's located 173 kilometres east of Albany in Australia's southwest corner. It's essentially a sleepy holiday resort and angler's retreat on some of the most beautiful coastline in Australia, known for its fishing, swimming, surfing, bushwalking and especially whale watching. As we turn off the main road and head closer to Bremer Bay, we hit the red stuff. Nice to have it back on the dirt again, Pete.
Yeah, it feels good. It was too clean before, so after leaving Aspens and I washed it, I didn't want it to get dirty. But it feels good to see it back on the road again. The dust is belting out of the back of the van.
The road's been pretty freshly graded, I think.
Yeah, we're just cruising through towards Bremer Bay, and we'll be there probably in about 20 minutes.
Can't wait to see the crew.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And the ocean, we haven't seen it for 24 hours.
We're spoiled.
We are spoiled.
Quite a beautiful drive through the farmland, weaving our way through, which soon led us into camp. We camped up a couple of nights at Tozer's Bush Camp with our travel buddies. Surrounded by 700 acres of native bush, Tozer's Bush Camp is surrounded by native flora with 11 kilometres of walking trails.
The camp is a perfect base for exploring the stunning beaches and excellent fishing at Bremer Bay and the magnificent scenery of the western aspect of the Fitzgerald River National Park, with its whale watching access at Point Anne, one of its most popular attractions. The facility is great, with toilets, showers and an awesome camp kitchen and a fire pit out front. We camped in the bush campsites, each site surrounded by natural fauna.
On the last night we camped together, before parting to go our separate ways, we decided to put the fire pit to good use. What an awesome way to celebrate the last 4 weeks of travelling together.
Liz
Come
is too
on,
busy
Phil.
laughing at Masto jokes.
Should we do a pretend one?
Look, I can strike it right.
It doesn't look as impressive now. It's already...
How good is it just to hang out around a campfire as the yarns roll, the banter flies, and the world drops away?
What else do you do on a cloudy day? Well, you take a drive, explore the area. First up, we drove the car down to the Bremer Bay beach. We found a nice spot to sit and watch the waves roll in. From there, we drove along Cuneo Drive, further around the point to check out the coastline, and we came across a walkway down to some rock. And just chilled out watching the ebb and flow of the tide.
Lastly, we checked out a historic rock cairn that is a maritime marker. It's a means of alerting visiting ships when travellers or cargo were to be transported. It's from this beautiful township you can take a boat tour to journey to the edge of the continental shelf to discover the ocean's apex predator, the Bremer Bay orca, the killer whales. The Bremer Canyon sub-basin is host to the largest congregation of killer whales in the southern hemisphere.
How good are broody overcast days? That calls for slowing down and chilling out by the water's edge. We love them.
We're just packing up. We've had the best time here at Bremer Bay, and beautiful area, really enjoyable as far as the natural landscape is concerned. Stunning beaches and bays and waterways, thoroughly enjoyed it, and we are just heading off into Albany today. But this has been an amazing campsite, hasn't it, Pete?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's called Tozer's Bush Camp, and it's about 20 minutes out of Bremer Bay.
The Porongurup range is truly unique, as it's the oldest mountain range in Australia. Over 1.2 billion years old, this ancient range is home to towering granite peaks, majestic stands of kauri trees, and is surrounded by many award-winning boutique wineries. Renowned for its awesome natural beauty, wildflowers, and a huge variety of natural sightseeing attractions. To explore this region of spectacular natural beauty, drive 40 minutes north of Albany in southwest Western Australia and you'll discover its several natural wonderlands.
We based ourselves at Porongurup Tourist Park to explore the area. It was such a tranquil place to stay, nestled in a natural setting. A beautiful, well-kept, quiet caravan park. The tourist park is situated opposite the main entrance of the heritage-listed Porongurup National Park. It was a perfect location to explore the region's myriad of walks, hikes, wineries and drives. We'll leave a link below. The Granite Skywalk is a must-do when you're in the Porongurup National Park, north of Albany in Western Australia. The Granite Skywalk has two lookouts with spectacular views across the park and the farmlands. These views stretch to Albany on the south coast, Mount Garner, Mount Many Peaks to the southeast and the Stirling Ranges to the north.
The 2-kilometre walk up from the Castle Rock picnic area passes through Jarrah and Kari forests and also the Balancing Rock. So here's the map of Porongurup National Park, and today we are starting here and we'll be walking along this trail and up to the Granite Skywalk. As we walk up through the track towards Castle Rock, we are noticing a lot of the forest has been at some point very badly burnt. I know some big fires came here in recent years, but I just wanted to stop and just acknowledge the resilience of nature. Absolutely remarkable in that fires come through. And I think about the devastation as far as the wildlife go and other species, but also on a positive note with nature, fire is also a regenerator of new life. So that's kind of something we're thinking about as we're walking through here today, and just check out this beautiful old tree that's survived. So we're about halfway up the track, starting to really elevate now. As I look out through the trees just beyond, we're just starting to see glimpses of the landscape below, but not enough to show you very much yet. So we'll wait till we get to the top. So definitely getting a cardiac workout today, which is wonderful. I just wanted to talk about something that we often think about, Pete and I. We stopped on the track to have a rest and we got chatting to a couple of other hikers coming back down the mountain. And we stopped and we had a really nice yarn. And it mostly evolved around the fact that, it's really good to stop and just sit and listen quietly and take it all in right in the spot where you're at. And we talked about the old tale of the tortoise and the hare, didn't we?
Yeah, so what comes first? Do you race up and get to see the view, or do you take your time and, just look at everything, each step, each rock, each tree, and smell the roses?
Yeah, definitely. So we put our hand up for, we're definitely the tortoise, but that's quite all right. See you at the top. Taking another little break to catch our breath. And just listening. It's just really nice to stop, take a moment. Coming into nature is it's like for me, like watching a good movie, you get totally absorbed into it and lost in it. And it's really lovely. It's like a very good mindful practice, hiking through nature. You're really just totally absorbed in what you're doing, connecting with nature and taking in everything that's on offer. It's like a beautiful sensory infusion. And I think it offers up a groundedness like nothing else. To me, it's incredibly relaxing and rewarding, and you just feel so bloody good. It's good medicine, this nature. Reaching the upper lookout does require walking through and over rocks and climbing a 6-metre ladder.
So here we are, we're at Granite Skywalk and we're just at the last leg of the climb. So we've got to climb up there and then we'll get to the top and see a panoramic view of the countryside.
Made it to the top. One more bit left. That thing behind me. Views from the top though are absolutely epic. You can see the peaks of surrounding ranges, 360-degree views. Amazing. But how good is that feeling when you do reach the top of the summit?
It was so good.
Good. So I'm just here with Sue and we've just been having a chat. We're right up here on top of the Skywalk and we meet the loveliest people. And we were just talking about, you know, taking it easy on these beautiful walks through these landscapes.
Yeah, and always look back, because people tend to look forward, but if you're out hiking or in the landscape and the environment, just stop, turn around and see where you've been, and completely different view.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to take Sue's advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of your trip.
And you too. And I look forward to following your travels
Wonderful.
over the next year.
Wonderful. Yeah. That's fantastic. So we're sitting at the top of the Granite Skywalk and just taking a break. And we've just come down from the top platform, which takes quite a bit of skill in navigating there's these handlebars you can hold onto that have been sort of stuck into the rocks, which help you climb up to the first ladder. And then you get up to the top ladder and Pete's just landing the drone. We did feel a bit wobbly on our knees at first, but once you get up there, the whole world opens up. It's incredible. Gentleman we met at the top opened his phone. I said, how high above sea level do you think we are? He said, let me just check. So it's about 560 metres above sea level, right at the top of the platform there. So we're pretty high. How was that, Pete?
Oh, it's fantastic. When I put the drone up, you've got these giant boulders all interconnecting to each other, and then you've got the skywalk around there, and you just do a circle and it's just breathtaking.
So now we've just come down onto the Kari Walk, which is 50 metres away from the larger walk just above us. And this would be a really lovely lookout for those who don't feel so confident climbing right up to the top of the Granite Skywalk. absolutely beautiful. I mean, the views from here are still just as stunning. You can see there's the lookout right at the top. So that takes a bit of a climb to get up there, but well worth it. If you're sure-footed, it's worth every effort. So we've just spent the last 4 hours up here in Porongurup National Park, taking the Granite Skywalk trail. It has been incredible, and for those contemplating doing this, I definitely encourage you. It's quite a comfortable walk, just a few steps along the way and climbing over just a few boulders, but really it's quite doable.
Yeah, look, you'll find that it's not too hard at all. In our experience, there was lots of stops. We filmed as well, of course,
Yeah.
but lots of stops. And there were all age groups. There were people who were 80s, 70s, 60s, right down to the kids all running along and enjoying themselves.
Just taking it at their own pace. In close proximity to the Porongurup Range lies the magnificent Stirling Range, traditional homeland of the Noongar people, and it's one of Western Australia's few accessible mountain wilderness areas. We took a day trip to explore this mountain wilderness, checking out the red dirt tracks and the mountain trails.
Stirling Ranges National Park is located approximately 80 kilometres north of Albany. The range stretches for 65 kilometres from east to west, and the tallest peak, Bluff Knoll, stands at 1,059 metres above sea level.
We felt like a tiny grain of sand on an ancient timeline up there amongst it all when we were admiring these 2.5 to 2,900 million year old landscapes. Just beautiful. It's composed of metamorphosized sandstones and shales, believed to have originated from an ancient sea. How's that for a thought? The walk we did this day was up Mount Trio. We took in all the stunning views. So just behind me here is Mount Trio. It's a 3-hour return walk, and it's about goes up to a height of 856 metres. We've just climbed up a part of the way just to get these magnificent views out behind me of the plains.
It was worth trekking into Mount Barker Country Bakery before heading back to the camp for a bite of their legendary crusted pie.
All right, so we want to find out what all this carry-on is about Mount Barker Bakery. All our fellow travellers in the last couple of days have passed through here and have been sending us photos of, I think, probably some of the best pies we've ever seen. So we're going to go check it out.
So let's do it. Here we go. Oh yeah. Well,
That is beautiful. All I can say is yum.
Should have got two.
My goodness, I've never had a pie like it. Go there, guys, just go there. Located just 15 minutes from Porongurup Ranges and with an easy reach of the Stirling Range, Mount Barker is a quaint, small agricultural town, rich in history and heritage, that is diversified into viticulture and wildflower cultivation, and the only place you will ever find every species of Banksia grown. The area around Mount Barker is significant for wine growing and award-winning wineries, with cellar doors that take in the picturesque views. Mount Barker Hill Lookout provides panoramic views across the ranges and right back to Albany. We love nothing better than to cook up a lamb roast and wash it down with a good bottle of red.
yeah, so we opened up a drop that we picked up from a local boutique winery.
Wasn't too bad at all. And it was a lovely way to celebrate our time in the Porongurup and Stirling Ranges National Park.
One afternoon, we took a drive to explore the tracks behind where we were camped. We came across a scenic view across this magnificent vineyard at sunset. I just had to put the drone up. It was sensational, with the warm tones scraping across the vineyard and looking out towards the Stirling Ranges. It was magnificent.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to like by hitting the thumbs up icon under this video. And also subscribe by giving the subscribe button one click so that we can give you a notification and let you know when our next episode is up live. Safe and happy travels always.